Great. So, good morning, everyone on the call and those who are going to be listening to this afterwards as well. Hello. So, this is one of the specialized financial intelligence training programs that is promoted by Prism Check. The specialized financial intelligence training program hosts different speakers and different authors and facilitators on different financial intelligence topics to bring their knowledge to our customers. So today we're going to be listening to or learning about the power of yield farming, I guess, in the of crypto asset world. So the speaker that we have today, I've known him for, personally for over a year, definitely maybe a couple of years. And I've heard his testimonial on this subject that we're going to be hearing about today. Um, it is proven. So this is not just theory that you're going to be listening to today. This is someone who has taken the information that he's going to be sharing with us today, and he has utilized that to generate results. I mean, one of the outstanding results that that I've heard of personally is how he was able to use the knowledge to actually create an immense amount of profit that facilitated his relocation to the UK. So it's someone definitely to listen to when it comes to this subject. And a bit of a personal backstory here. Not too long ago, we're having a conversation about me personally investing into crypto asset. And just around that time, some of the things that he told me that was going to happen, um, and he told me, what I should do, but fortunately, too busy in my life, I didn't get around to doing it. But everything that he said I should look out for actually happened in retrospect. So I was a bit like biting my finger that, oh, I should have moved into the market at the time. But there you go. So this information that you're going to be hearing about today is quite valuable. So please, without a doubt, treat it with that much worth. And without much ado, I'm going to be inviting our facilitator today to take over the stage. Please join me. Welcome Yemi Ajala to take us further. So Yemi, over to you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to be here, and I'm happy to be here. And thank you to Prism Check for this opportunity to present some of the knowledge that I have and what I have been able to experience in the area of creating wealth with digital assets. So today specifically, we'll be talking about the power of yield farming. But as a background information, I'm excited to guide you on this journey. And majorly, we'll be talking about how we can create wealth with digital assets and also DeFi. When we talk about DeFi, we're talking about the decentralized finance. I know that this is not a word that so many people have heard about, but what it's talking about is about creating wealth in the decentralized digital economy. So whether you're a beginner or you have experience, by the end of this session, you will have clarity on a bit how to invest into digital assets and also how to create passive income with DeFi. So those are the things we're going to be talking about. So, but before I start, there is this quote that I have been able to like adopt to crypto, that don't wait to buy crypto and wait. And that is always true. In my experience, it has been true. Let me just tell you a bit story about how I stumbled into cryptocurrencies and digital economy. So it was in 2016, somehow I had an opportunity to do a transaction. And when I was doing that transaction, they told me I must use what is called Bitcoin. Then I have not heard about Bitcoin. So, but because I really wanted to do the transaction, I made up my mind I was going ahead. So I researched, I found out how to buy Bitcoin. So I bought that Bitcoin, and I bought the Bitcoin at $600. So I used the Bitcoin to do the transaction, but an amazing thing happened. During the course of the transaction, I've used part of the Bitcoin, but I still discovered that this thing started rising. You know, the Bitcoin I bought at 600, about 3 days after, has moved to 1,200. Even though I have used the one I wanted to use, the one I left behind has also measured up above the amount that I bought it. So I was just wondering that there must be something about this. So what I did was that I now said, okay, when I finished doing what I was doing, the transactions, so that, okay, let me try and explore this. I started reading a little bit about Bitcoin. So in within 1 month of buying that Bitcoin, then I took about some other money that I had privately. I invested into Bitcoin. So I did not just invest into Bitcoin. I now invested into other altcoins, as the way we call it. They are alternative cryptocurrencies. We call them altcoins. So I invested into certain altcoins at the same time. So the major one I invested into was Ethereum. So I bought my first Ethereum at $200. So then some other ones that probably they are no longer alive now, if I mention their names. So I also bought another project called Electronium. So, but the Bitcoin I bought and the Ethereum, by around 2017, the Bitcoin has moved from that 1,200, it has moved to about $18,000. Then in 2017, the market crashed. So what am I saying is that after the market crashed, the little or the other projects that I have behind, I still moved them into various wallets, and I left everything from 2017 to 2020. I forgot about it. I forgot about it. But in summary, what I want to tell you is that some of those projects that I distributed around, where I kept like maybe $200, where I kept $400, in 2021, when I opened my wallet, some of those wallets, I met so much money in the market, in the wallet, that if I mentioned it, some people might not believe it. But just as I told someone that from those initial investment and everything, there was a day I withdrew $60,000 in one day. I'm not saying that the whole portfolio. So, but that is the power of what we are talking about today. I'm just saying this so that you will know that there is power in digital asset investing. So don't wait to buy crypto and wait. But in DeFi, it is not just about you buying it and waiting. You can also actually earn while you wait. That is what is called yield farming. So now, generally, let's talk about the rise of digital assets. So it's like today we will talk about digital assets, how they have transformed wealth creation. Then we'll talk about what yield farming is, how it works, and some of the real life case studies, and then I will also tell you about some of the mistakes that people make that we need to avoid. So now, quickly, let's talk about the rise of digital assets. The truth is that Bitcoin was created in the year 2010. And in fact, let me just say 2009, 2010. But in 2010, Bitcoin price was $0.03. And as at 2025, Bitcoin had the all-time high of about $109,000. At the moment as we speak is around 84, 85, because the price always go up and come down. But when you understand the investing cycle and you invest at the right time, you will always go up. You will always go up. So then Ethereum was founded in around 2014, 2015. But in 2015 specifically, one Ethereum was sold at $0.3. And today it is more than $2,000. Then we also have so many other altcoins that I'm going to tell you about, that if you had invested money in them, today you would have been a comfortable millionaires in dollars. So for instance, let's say an example that everything you have is just $1 and you put it into Bitcoin at 2010. If I tell you that by today you are going to have minimum of 30 million US dollars, if you had invested just $1 in Bitcoin, and I know that you and I, a lot of us, we invested more than $1 in some other assets that are not Bitcoin in 2010. Like someone like me, I invested into so many stocks as far back as 2004. So many stocks that I invested in as far back as 2004. But just imagine if I had invested just a bit of that money in Bitcoin in 2010. So I would have had probably thousands of Bitcoins as at today. So, but we didn't really know about it. And some of us heard about it, but we thought it was just like, maybe what are these people talking about? So people that invested in Solana, in Matic, in Avax, so many other cryptocurrency, they had more than 10 to 100x returns. That is for early adopters. So, but if you follow me in what we are doing, one of the things I'll be exposing you to is to become early adopters in new crypto projects, quality crypto projects. Like as at 2021, there were different projects that we invested in that within 1 week, within 1 month, we made more than 10x. As at 2021. Until today, there is a section of decentralized finance that if you understand it, how to trade, that's one of the things that we want to teach people, how to trade in decentralized exchanges, how to put in money, and when the money is substantial, you take it out, you lock up your profit. If you understand it, you will rise with the tide. You will rise with the tide. So quickly, let's talk about what we want to do now. Is that digital assets and traditional asset, what is the difference? So digital assets has greater volatility, but it has higher returns. Why? Because it goes up and it also comes down. So when it goes up, if you by the time it comes down, if you buy it, by the time it goes up, you sell it. That is, you lock your profit. That is, you buy low, you sell high. That is how people make money in trading digital assets. Now, when we talk about digital assets, what are digital assets? Digital assets are those digital tokens that has value, that are based, that exist and operate on a blockchain. When we talk about blockchain, what do we mean? Blockchain is just talking about a digital ledger, and that ledger is more or less like an open book. It is permissionless, and anyone can access it from any part of the world, and it is very transparent. Whatever is written there, you can't change it. So one of the things, so Bitcoin is operating on a digit or on a blockchain technology. So, but it's not only Bitcoin that is a digital asset. All cryptocurrencies are digital assets. Another digital assets that we have are called stable coins. Just last year alone, $27 trillion was transacted in stable coins. If you know about it today, if you know too much about this digital asset, you will unlock a whole world of opportunities. Now, before, in traditional finance, if you want to send money from one country to the other, you have to wait. But now, with stablecoin, it is instant. So it is permissionless. So it can be traded around the clock. So also, it also comes with inbuilt yield. So I'm going to explain more about this today. So now, quickly, let's talk about yield farming. What is yield farming? So yield farming is just a practice of putting your crypto assets to work on decentralized platforms to earn yields. When we talk about decentralized platforms, what do we mean? We mean a platform that does not have a central authority that is controlling it. For instance, if you want to transact with a bank, the bank has a CEO. If you request in a bank that you want to do fixed deposit, someone has to approve it. But on decentralized platforms, we don't have people that are approving it. You only relate with a smart contract. And that smart contract is the one that will just tell you that if you meet certain conditions, the program will execute your transaction for you. So nothing like somebody checking your history. That is the beauty of decentralized platforms. So people do a lot of things on decentralized platform, which I'm going to still tell us about today. So you are not just trading. When you do yield farming, you provide value to a system, and because you have provided value to a system, that system rewards you by giving you certain rewards. It might be in certain part of fees that they earn on that platform, and they also give you tokens. In Some times ago, I did a part of yield farming on a particular platform. When I locked my cryptocurrency on that platform, from the tokens that they gave to me when the market went up, I sold the token alone at $3,000, not my initial liquidity. Anything you put on a platform, the crypto that you put there, we call it liquidity. So yield farming is a process of any passive income by putting your crypto to work on DeFi platforms. So there are so many DeFi platforms. With time in this program, in this webinar, you will get to hear about them. So, but let me quickly talk about common methods of any rewards in yield farming. The first one is lending. After you have procured a digital asset, instead of just waiting for your digital asset to increase in value so that you can cash out, you can actually lend it on certain platforms and earn interest by lending your tokens, your digital tokens. This is not going to be just theory webinar. I'm going to do live demos. I'm going to show you some of these things on live demos, but we'll soon get there. Please just take time and listen to the background first. Then the second way of any using yield farming is cost taking. You can stake your digital assets. You can stake it by locking it in a protocol. By locking it in a protocol, you are helping them to secure the network. So because you are helping them to secure the network, you are automatically providing value. So as a result of that, you will be given rewards. You'll be given rewards. The third way we can do this is by by providing liquidity to decentralized exchanges. How do we do that? We can provide liquidity to decentralized exchanges to help them to have resources to trade. When you help them to have resources to trade, all the fees that exchange earn, you are earning part of the fees. So all this income, they come as passive income. So your tokens are still there, but you are earning by holding your token, by providing liquidity to the platform. So we also have what is called the vault farming. This is when you provide the liquidity to a platform, part of the things you're going to get from that liquidity, they call it liquidity PS tokens. Once they give to you, you can also stake it on a vault. By staking it on a vault, you will now earn compounding income. You have earned rewards by providing liquidity, but you can still earn more rewards by compounding your token PS. So real life case studies. But before that, I want us to know that that yield farming is more or less like digital real estate. So your digital tokens become like an asset that produce income for you. You know, in real estate, if you build a house and you rent it out every month or every year, depending on the country that you have the estate, you are earning income. The same thing happens here. Let's say a case study of a man called John. John goes to Uniswap. Uniswap is a decentralized exchange. I'm going to open it to you for you right now. And that person, he has like $5,000 and he put his $5,000 to provide liquidity on Uniswap. By providing liquidity on Uniswap is any trading fees and any reward. And at the end of the day, this person called John, he can earn as much as 35% APY. Instead of allowing your money to lie idle, maybe at home, in a bank account or somewhere, you can actually use it to trade. You can actually use it to provide liquidity on exchange. And there are strategies that we use in order to ensure that you do not lose at the end of the day, rather you gain. Now, I'm going to quickly share for you a particular page. Now, sorry, please, I'm sharing a Uniswap page now. If you look at this Uniswap page, we have trading. You can swap tokens, you can explore tokens, you can explore pools, then you can also go to pools. So I will just go to pools now. So we have a lot of pools here. Look at those pools that we have here. I'm just going to show you some of those pools that we have. Just look at it. If you provide liquidity, you're going to deposit your money, and at the end of the day, here you will be able to earn a lot of income, a lot of money, and a lot of rewards. So if you look at it, that you are not the only person that is doing this. If you look at it, we have the total value locked of people that have provided this liquidity. People have provided liquidity ranging to $2.78 billion. And the volume of transactions that have taken place on this platform in the last 1 month is about 67 billion. 67 billion. So these are not platforms that are there today and not there tomorrow. So I'm going back to what we are doing. So in summary, the yield farming models are the single asset staking. You can stake your asset on an exchange and earn income. Then the second one is called liquidity provision. You can provide liquidity. The third one is called lending and borrowing. Lending. So you lend and you earn interest by your digital tokens. Then VOT strategies is where you get more. You even get more through the VOT strategy. So I've just given you an example about Uniswap. Then we also have another platform. There are so many platforms we're going to tell you about where you can earn a very high APY, not too high, because when it is too high, you need to also do fundamental analysis to confirm if these things are really genuine or not. So, but we have put a framework in place that we know those platforms that are genuine, we know those platforms that are not genuine. We know where you can put your money and you can actually go to sleep. So, another platform called something like ARV, you can do staking on ARV, you can lend money on ARV. Then we also have another platform that is called Beefy. So Beefy is where you actually compound your money. So those are the things, but these are sweet things that I can tell you about cryptocurrency. But just to disabuse our mind, some of us might have heard that, oh, I know somebody that invested in crypto and lost his money, so I don't want to get involved. Are there risks in crypto? Yes. Are there ways to ensure that you do not lose money? There are ways to ensure that your risk are minimized. So is this something I can know on my own? You might lose a lot of money while you are trying to navigate it on your own. But if you have a guide, you have someone that is showing you the way, the experience of that person, the person will use that experience to help you, to guide you correctly. So, but is it possible for me to do it on my own and earn profit? Yes, it is possible, but you will still need to invest a lot of time in learning here and there. So, what are the risks involved in yield farming? The first one is called the impermanent loss. That is a situation whereby one of the assets that you're using in your farm, the price is rising higher than the other. There are ways to mitigate it. Then the second risk is called the smart contract bugs. So the smart contract that we use in transactions, you need to ensure that you trade on audited platforms and that the company that audits are true companies. So if you're able to do that, you will also escape the risk of smart contract acts. So then we also have rug pulls. So when you do your fundamental analysis right, you will not be a victim of rug pulls. What is rug pull? That is a situation whereby developers they removed liquidity in a project. So our own framework will help us to really escape all those things. So mitigation. So use audited protocols. So diversify your strategies. Then also it is still possible to also do insurance to insure your money on the platform so that you won't lose at all. Now, this is one part of the real of the yield farming. So the second part of yield farming that we're talking about is the emerging real world asset yield farming. Real world asset yield farming. So in the area of real world asset yield farming, we need to understand that this is a new evolution. Not many people know about it. One of the things that made cryptocurrency and DeFi a large opportunity is that most of the real world assets that we know today, the real estates, the treasury, uh, treasury bills, mutual funds, all of them, they are still coming to blockchain. Why? Because when all of them are on blockchain, it will give them more access to capital. So what is happening right now is that some companies have started tokenizing real estate. What do I mean by tokenized real estate? Let's say you have a real estate property and that real estate is being sold at $100 million. It takes time for for real estate operators, for them to get buyers, especially when the capital is intensive, is a big capital. So what we do is that if you want to move that project on to the blockchain, we tokenize it. We turn it to digital tokens. We turn that whole real estate to digital tokens. And once you turn it to digital tokens, so you now give access to for thousands of people from all over the world to be able to buy into it. So for a real estate project that you want to tokenize, like maybe if you just set everything in place, within 6 hours, within 4 hours, you might just raise more than $100 million for that property. So what now happens is that after different people have bought into it, so that real estate, when you now give it out, the money you are earning in the real world, you will now be paying it to the people that bought into the tokens as their interest. I hope you understand tokenized real estate now. So the same thing, we also have tokenized treasuries. In the US as more or less like they want to become the headquarter of crypto in the whole world. As Donald Trump came in now, is putting a lot of things in place, and they've even created a kind of law for digital assets stockpiling. And they want to make 5 assets. US as a nation, they want to stockpile 5 digital assets. I have all their names. So if you are someone that you have some money you want to invest into digital assets today. I can give you assets that US are interested in, that they want to invest in. And if you position yourself right now, definitely you know that when a lot of capital comes into that project, that is going to really rise. So what I advise people is that just set aside that, okay, I'm creating like a 5 to 10 years digital asset investment plan, that these assets, okay, I want to invest into them. I can assure you that you won't regret it. So, and not only that, if you now invest in some other assets that we know that in the next 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, they are going to like grow exponentially, it is going to be your own advantage today. So if you learn digital assets, you learn DeFi, you learn how to do your investment on your own, I can assure you that apart from maybe your investment in other things, create, set up part of your portfolio to invest in digital assets. And one of the things we do now is that for high net worth individuals, when you invest, so there is something, process we put in place that even if you want to transfer your digital assets to your children, there is a way of doing that, and everything will move smoothly. So this is not just for today, it's also for tomorrow. And I can tell you for a fact that there are so many institutions like BlackRock, JP Morgan, they are bringing their money into cryptocurrency, into digital assets now, so that they can earn stable yields. So you and I, we really need to know that we are fortunate to hear about this today. Why? Because the number of people that are engaging in DeFi now are still less than 5%. And by tomorrow, most of the banks are already putting things in place in order to ensure that they begin to like use DeFi for their customers. But what are the tokens the banks are going to invest in? Those are the tokens that some of us that knew about it early, we've already positioned ourselves. So what I am preaching today is that position yourself in digital assets. Position yourself in digital assets so that tomorrow you will have every reason to thank me for talking about it today. I know probably a lot of us have heard about it in one way or the other, but we didn't take it serious. But I want to advise everyone, this is the time to come on board. This is the time to come on board. So how do we start? How do we start? What are the step-by-step procedure to get started? So how do we start? The first thing, you create a digital wallet. The digital wallet. Because we are not able to talk, so I'm not really going to like ask questions that, okay, have you bought, you create a digital wallet, then you buy crypto and stable coins on centralized exchanges, or there are other ways we can buy it, especially those of us in the UK here. You can buy it with your credit, with your card. So you transfer it to your wallet, then you connect to DeFi platforms, then you choose a strategy. So now, so that it won't look as if everything I'm saying is just theory, that we are not really talking about the real thing. So to get started, we're going to go into a little live demo. Are we together? So I'm going to go into a little live demo now. So in order to get started, the first thing we do to get started is that download your digital wallet. Can we all go to metamask.io? Go to metamask.io. Please, can you go to metamask.io? If you are using your laptop, go to metamask.io. If you are using your phone, go to Android or the Play Store. Go to the Play Store and download MetaMask, METAMASK. So now, when you have opened metamask.io, you choose your browser. So now let me choose Chrome. Now I'm choosing Chrome. After you have chosen Chrome, the first thing you do is that you click on Get Extension. You click on Get Extension. Can you see it now? After clicking on Get Extension, you click on Add Extension. So then the next thing is just to do an installation of the MetaMask. So after you've done your installation, so you can open your MetaMask. The first thing you select, open your MetaMask, then you can select the language. The language is English. So agree to MetaMask terms. So click on create a new wallet. If you don't have a wallet before, you create a new wallet, then you copy your private keys and you click on agree. Then you set up a password. I'm just doing this as an example now. So after you have put in your password, you can create a new wallet. So after you have done that, it's going to show you secure your wallet. it is very important that you should click on secure my wallet, which is recommended. Then it's going to show you 12 word phrase. Those 12 word phrase, write it down and keep it somewhere. You can write it on paper, you can also copy it somewhere, because without that word you won't be able to like access your page anymore. So if you are on it, click on secure my wallet. I won't do that now because I already have something here, so I can say remind me later. So after this is done, then the next thing is that your wallet is set up. Your wallet is set up on Ethereum mainnet. So any digital tokens you want to hold, you can keep it in this wallet. And some of us that are online now, you can see my wallet is totally set up. Then I can also add some other blockchains to this. So by going to Ethereum mainnet, I can add Binance Smart Chain. I click on approve, it has approved it. I will go back to Ethereum mainnet. I can also add other chain. I can add Polygon. Then after then click on approve. So I have Polygon mainnet. So, but I'm returning back to Ethereum mainnet now. So now from here, any digital token you are holding will show here. Then it is still on this platform that you can go ahead and carry out everything you want to do in DeFi. If you buy NFT, your NFT will show here. So, and this wallet can be connected to any DeFi platform you are working with. For instance, I want to work, if I want to provide liquidity or I want to stake my token, I can go to have.com and I can go to market. If I go to market, I go to their core market, which is Ethereum. I can use any of the markets for any of the other blockchain. But the first thing I do is that I will connect the wallet that I just created now. I've just created a wallet. So I will connect this wallet now, this MetaMask wallet. I can connect it. I can connect Rabi wallet, which I have already. So if I connect the wallet, it's requesting my connection. Look at it. So if you can see my app.com, app.app.com, I will go to their core market. This core market has a whole lot of activities there, a whole lot of markets where I can stake, where I can provide liquidity. So, but it won't show me until I connect my wallet. So I'm connecting my wallet now. I'm connecting my MetaMask. So if you are the one doing it on your own, you just log into your MetaMask. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is just a test wallet. So I've connected to this. Now, inside this, now, because I have connected, it's telling me many opportunities. Now, if I go to stake, you will see that people have already staked their funds in safety mode. $813 million have been staked here. And for people that are staking, their APR is the annual percentage returns they are going to get by reason of what they stake. Then if I go to markets, I'm going to see so many opportunities that we can explore right now. The total market size of people that have invested into the core market alone is $23 billion they have put in that market. So there are so many peers that we can explore and provide liquidity on. So all that we just need to do is just click on supply and you start your project. So this is just for you to see a little bit of some of the things that we can do with yield farming. So there are other platforms that I'm not going to open right now where you can maximize your investment a whole lot, and that they are very, very safe platform. So so if you really want to know better more about this, then at the end of this project program, we will give you opportunity to be part of our next program. So the steps are: you create a digital wallet, you buy crypto or stable coins, you transfer it to your wallet, that wallet we just created. So these are the steps to follow in order to earn money with DeFi. You create your digital wallet. From your digital wallet, you can deposit assets into your account by transferring to your wallet. You can connect to DeFi platforms. You can learn about how to trade on exchanges. If you have heard that someone invested maybe $100 in a crypto project today, and within 24 hours or within 1 month or within 3 months, that person made more than $10,000. Those are kind of things I want to teach you in our mastery program if you are part of it. So you will learn how to trade on exchanges, on decentralized exchanges. You will also learn how to earn yield, how to earn interest if you are holding assets. You will also learn some of the assets that you can purchase today, and in the next 1 year or 6 months or 5 years, you will give glory to God for that opportunity. You will be able to share testimony, just like I shared testimony of some of the investments I made in 2017 that I've even forgotten about because I thought they were gone already. But as at 2021, it changed a lot of things for me. So that is the way it is, and these are still very, very much available today. So now, so some of the other things we will let you know about is how to build the right portfolio. We will also let you know about how to use AI to predict where yield, where you're going to get the best yield, how to position yourself, how to do investment. So those are the things. But I want to just quickly tell you about our mastery coaching program, because all these things that we are saying, they are not things that you can just master in 1 hour webinar. You need to take time to learn. You need to follow process. So I'm introducing to you our mastery coaching program on cryptocurrency and DeFi. It's a step-by-step DeFi training, where you will learn how to build portfolio and learn about 10 income strategies that come with DeFi. You will learn risk management, how to manage risk so that you will not lose at the end of the day. You will learn security tools that we use, and there are going to be practical live sessions and different case studies. So you will have access to guides, templates, you will have access to community and one-on-one support. So, but for today, we're going to have a special discount. This program is supposed to be like something that we will say for is going to hold for 8 weeks, but it is supposed to be like £500. But for the sake of today, we are only doing this program for £150 for anyone that is here today. And this offer is valid if you are able to take advantage of this special discount. And what it is all about is going to be 2-hour coaching program every week for 8 weeks. And one-on-one support, you have access to one-on-one support. Then we will also give you a list of cryptocurrencies and DeFi tokens to buy for generational wealth. Not only that, we will guide you, we will give you the community support that you need. Then you can always contact us anytime you are hooked. Then we will teach you all the platforms that you need to know, all the tools that you need to have, all of them you will have access onto that after, if you are part of the coaching mastery program for DeFi and cryptocurrencies. And for some of you that you don't really have much time, we will also teach you how to set up a bot to trade on your behalf, so that you can make money even while you are sleeping. So that is that about this presentation today. So Prism Check, I want to thank you once again for this opportunity given to me to present. So the class is open now for questions and answers.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Amy, for the enlightening and empowering information that you shared with us this morning. Before we get into the Q&A, just to let you know the call this morning, if you're interested in this mastery program that Yemi just spoke about, you will get a link shortly in the chat. And also we'll look to upload a QR code that you can scan. If you're on your laptop, you can scan with your mobile phone, and you can just apply for it. So you send in your application first, and then we'll consider that, and then we'll see how to get you onto the program. So yeah, we can then move on now to the Q&A. So any question from anyone, just indicate with a raise of hand, and then you'll be, okay, so 1 second. So you can go ahead and unmute yourself now.
Yes, good morning, and thank you very much for the presentation. Short but very insightful. My question is, you did take us through the MetaMask, etc. So, well, I'll talk about myself. So for me, I already, have heard of it, and I've downloaded some platforms. For instance, the Nexo, crypto, whatever. And I'm just, anytime I have something, I just put it on there. So to take part in your coaching program, do you have to use the MetaMask, or you can, and then move what you've got before and move it onto here? Or can you just continue as you were and then still learn how to trade on those other platforms?
Okay, thank you. I'm happy that you've learned some things about crypto and you already have some assets that you are accumulating. So the first thing is that if you already have a MetaMask before, what I will like to suggest is that there is a kind of security measures that we take to ensure that you don't get hacked in the future. So we will help you to ensure that you revoke all the access that you have granted to some protocols before that hackers normally take advantage of. So if you want to, if you know that you want to continue with that particular MetaMask, you can do that. If you want to open a new one, you can actually open a new one. All that you just need to do is to use a new what do we call it? A new browser. So if your MetaMask is on Chrome before, you can use you can use Microsoft Edge, you can use Firefox also. Then if that MetaMask is already downloaded inside your phone, then what I will advise is that you can use Trust Wallet as a backup, or you use Rabbi Wallet as a backup. Rabbi Wallet is better than MetaMask, but is not as common. So we also have Zillion. So there are so many things that we're going to let you know if you are part of the coaching program. But to answer your question directly, you can use your existing MetaMask or you can create a new one.
Perfect. Okay. So, I think any more questions? Please raise your hand if you've got any more questions, and then you'll be allowed to unmute. And I've also posted a link to for the mastery program application as well. Okay. So it seems we don't have any further questions from anyone. Okay, great then. I think that's okay. So we've got Janivera. So Janivera, please, you can unmute yourself now, and then you can ask your question.
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you now. Yeah. Go on, Jenny.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
My question is, for the payment, for those of us in Nigeria, is there provision for 2 installments? Or
Yeah.
it's just...
So what we will do on that note, Genevera, is go ahead and complete the application. Then each person will be approached. So you're not going to pay today, so don't worry about that. You're not going to pay today. So but if you're interested, we're just taking interest at the moment. So go ahead and complete the application, and then you will be reached out to personally to discuss your personal circumstance. Just demonstrate your interest by completing that form. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you.
Welcome. Great. Any more questions from anyone? Okay, great. I think we've okay, there's one more question. 1 second. I thought I saw someone raise their hand, but no, okay. So in the absence of any other question, I'd like to use this opportunity to thank our facilitator today for such a powerful and insightful session that we've all had. Quite enlightening for me as well. You know, and I've been around this space for a bit, but it's quite powerful. So, like I said, if you want to take this to the next level, please go to the chat right now and use the link there to register. So that link also will be available on the Prism Check internal chat as well if you're interested in it. Well, right now you can go ahead and use that link to register your interest in the mastery program. So yeah, thank you so much, Yemi, for showing us sharing with us this powerful information and showing us what this can actually translate into. So
You're
thank you
welcome.
thank you very much. And for everyone also that joined us this morning, thank you for coming. It was great having you all here, and I wish you all the best. So thank you, and we'll bring this meeting to a close now. So thank you very